Can he do?
Roughly about like 300 laps when he's out there.
Occasionally he uses his duck floaty. He's got his own Thor towel. Why do they spoil him?
Because of that face.
Though Thor doesn't know it, he has an audience most evenings at 7.
We'll go live on TikTok because people, for some reason, really love to watch him swim.
How many dogs would make this choice?
Bacon? Or the pool?
No, the bacon.
For the pool.
But this is a dog that can swim and chew bacon at the same time.
Do you want the bacon in the pool?
Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
Level up.
I didn't know what that little squeak was at the
I
first
see.
time around. I thought
It was
that
the dog.
was squeaking on the floor or something.
Or
that
the
was a
pool
little
squeaking.
yelp. Yeah.
Lovely. I'm so happy for the dog, but what a spoiled little dog.
Yeah.
Lucky he has
Its own
owners.
pool,
Yeah, own TikTok account.
Wow.
Anyways, hopefully we can be doing some of that swimming as well this weekend. And folks, quick look outside. I'm going to get you ready for your Memorial Day weekend, 3-day weekend for a lot of folks coming right up.
Plus, criminals have been targeting Pasco Little League fields, but what exactly were they after? We'll tell you next. And local authorities assisted in a national operation designed to locate and bring home hundreds of missing kids. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. It is 6 o'clock on this Friday morning. I love greeting people on Fridays because we kind of hearken their end of the work week.
Yes,
for a lot of
last work
folks.
day before you're off.
Before you're off, and hopefully you have Monday off as well. I won't. I'll be here to help you out on your Memorial Day, so don't worry about that. We'll be here. Good Morning Northwest. So Jill, we are looking at a nice day today, but could see a little bit of precipitation.
Okay.
30 to 20% chance. Let's take a look outside. And again, folks, we have a little bit of shower activity actually going on just to the southwest of Toppenish in the mountainous areas. But we're looking at some blue sky as well, and just a little bit of everything. Partly cloudy skies right now for many of our areas, and seeing some cell up from the north coming very close to Ellensburg. We're keeping a close eye on that. Some electricity in that cell, so could see a little bit of that breakthrough, but we do expect it to dissipate before it gets to Ellensburg, but still could hold on. We do have a 30% chance of a little bit of thunderstorms for the Yakima area. We still will see more sunshine than not today. It's going to be a beautiful day, but we could see a little bit of rogue storms coming in. Highs mid to lower 80s for most of our areas. 20% chance of a little shower activity for the Tri-Cities area, mid 80s, and we're going to warm up to about 10 degrees above all of our averages by tomorrow. So mid to upper 80s for many of our cities. Should be a nice weekend ahead, and we start to clear up completely by the time we get to Sunday. Can't wait to tell you about your holiday weekend that's coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. Criminals have been targeting the Pasco Little League fields. Board members say earlier this week they discovered the concession stand behind Walters Field had been broken into and stripped of electrical wiring. The league took over the lease of Walters Field in hopes of revitalizing the area and supporting the seniors division. They were already facing a big bill to renovate the stand, and now they have to worry about a broken fence and electrical wiring. Board President Teresa Scott says whoever's responsible knew what they were doing.
It's mostly disheartening because we know that takes away from funds that we can use for other things for the kids. It's a youth-based organization, and the kids see this kind of stuff too, and it makes them feel unsafe. They're like, well, if they can break into this, what else can they do?
Scott says this isn't the first time the fields have been the target of crime. Years ago, the copper wiring was stolen from an HVAC system. Now, the league did file a police report, and they met with city officials last night to hopefully find a solution to ongoing vandalism. Yesterday, Kennewick police arrested a 15-year-old in connection with a shooting that left a man injured earlier this month. The shooting happened on West 25th Avenue nearly 3 weeks ago. Investigators say they identified the teen suspect and found out he was due in court yesterday for an unrelated hearing. They arrested him for first-degree assault, but say the investigation is still active and more arrests may be coming. And Kennewick police arrested another teen yesterday who was allegedly seen firing a gun from a vehicle in the parking lot of an apartment complex on West 10th Avenue Wednesday morning. Police say there was also probable cause to arrest the 16-year-old for a drive-by shooting that happened in February. He was booked into the Benton Franklin Juvenile Justice Center for drive-by shooting and an unrelated arrest warrant. Yesterday was National Missing Children's Day. Cap KVU's Emily Goodell brings us a story about hundreds of kids found. It's all thanks to a new operation by the U.S. Marshals Service, U.S. Attorney's Office, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
The U.S. Marshals Office usually finds and arrests violent criminals. Recently, they turned those skills on finding missing kids.
Kids coming from a crisis situation who then have gone missing through being running away or leaving traumatic home situations.
Children that met a criteria that warranted special attention to locate them and, bring them back into a secure situation.
225 endangered missing children across the country found in just 10 weeks as part of Operation We Will Find You, 16 of them from Eastern Washington.
One of the cases that came out of the Tri-Cities area, a Pasco case with a couple that we had been working as a major case related to a homicide of a juvenile.
8-year-old Edgar Cassian missing out of Pasco and found dead. His parents wanted for murder.
It was a case that was elevated to the Marshals top 15 list. The individuals were located in Mexico, and Marshal Service was able to, with the assistance of the Mexican authorities, take them into custody and actually recover 5 other children that were with them.
The couple currently awaiting extradition to the U.S. to stand trial, and the kids already back. But plenty of other children are still missing.
It's important to get the reports made as soon as possible. Time is of the essence.
The more information, the better.
Their description, photographs, the activities that they've been involved with, their circle of friends, acquaintances, the areas that they're familiar with.
Anything that might get them a lead.
To get these children out of a bad situation that they're in and return them to a childhood that they deserve and that we want them to have.
Operation We Will Find You is over, but authorities say it's shown the U.S. Marshal's Office can provide critical assistance to local law enforcement when a child goes missing. Reporting, Emily Goodell, Cap KVU, Local News.
During the operation, 85% of the cases involved endangered runaways, 9% involved family abductions, and about 40 of the cases involved allegations of sex trafficking. Yesterday, lawmakers in Congress advanced a proposal that would change the way fentanyl and all drugs like it are regulated in the United States. The HALT Fentanyl Act would permanently classify all fentanyl-type drugs as Schedule I. That means, according to the DEA, they have no currently accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse. Heroin, LSD, and marijuana are all Schedule I drugs, while things like cocaine, meth, and hydrocodone are Schedule II, which means they're considered dangerous and have a high potential for abuse. Washington Representative Cathy McMorris Rodgers told lawmakers fentanyl should be placed under the tightest restrictions.
Cartels are producing mass quantities of illicit fentanyl and fentanyl-related substances. These are being smuggled across our southern border and killing more people than ever. Without these tools, drug traffickers being sourced from China will be emboldened to push deadlier and deadlier drugs across the border. We can't let that happen.
Fentanyl-related substances, and there are dozens of them, have been temporarily classified as a Schedule I drug for several years now, but that's set to expire at the end of 2024. There's some concern that the HALT Fentanyl Act could make the problem worse by focusing on mandatory minimum sentences for fentanyl-related substances instead of focusing on prevention and treatment. The Yakima County Coroner's Office got a new X-ray machine this week to help them collect evidence like bullets during autopsies. Before, they were contracting with a portable X-ray company, but scheduling them to come in was difficult, and the county had to pay for those services. Now, thanks to a $43,000 grant through Washington State Patrol and the Department of Justice, they'll be able to have it on hand to use whenever they need.
Now we have the ability to do the X-ray during the exam and be able to hopefully locate the projectile before we would have to call the company back and do extra pictures at extra cost.
The coroner says it'll save the county $10,000 to $15,000 per year and make collecting evidence during future autopsies easier and more efficient. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Look, some partly cloudy skies in many of our areas this morning, but a nice and maybe occasionally wet weekend is on the way. Let me get you ready for that coming up.
Plus, Cadillac just received a new piece of medical equipment that could help surgeons save even more lives.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
When you own a Ford, you get more than a vehicle. You get the benefit of having your vehicle picked up for service.
Here for the Explorer. There you go. All right, we'll get it right back to you.
This is U-Mode.
All the convenience of owning a Ford with a local partner. Corwin Ford Tri-Cities.
Live better and love your home with the unique items and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our team of designers has given life to new construction and new life to remodeling projects for 30 years. For a limited time, enjoy one of the best promotional opportunities of the year at the Spencer Carlson Memorial Day sale event, May 18th through the 31st. Shop and save on fresh, innovative furnishings from Lexington. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease the 2023 all-electric Kia EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive for just $579 per month, or purchase for $53,849. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
It's 6:11 on this Friday morning. Well, a $2 million robot is ready to assist surgeons at Cadillac Regional Medical Center in Richland. Yesterday, the hospital unveiled their second Da Vinci system, purchased with help from 2 Cadillac foundations and community donations. Our Madeline Hagan got a behind-the-scenes look at how surgeons utilize the robot.
A chance to cut is a chance to cure.
Dr. Louis Ailabuni has performed over 1,000 surgeries using the Da Vinci system. Surgery comes to him like a sixth sense. Talking about it, though, wasn't a class taught in medical school.
See, he's nervous. It's not a surgical case. He's in front of the camera.
Dr. Ailabuni is a colorectal surgeon who often helps cancer patients. He says the Da Vinci robot has a multitude of benefits for both surgeons and patients.
You know, you shake a little bit. I don't shake, of course, but you get some shaky when you operate. The robot eliminates all of this. It has 10-time magnification.
The robot is also used in urology, gynecology, and some general surgeries. It usually requires a smaller incision site, which means a faster recovery time. Until this week, Cadillac only had one of these robots.
The community was growing, and specialties has started to even flood in more and more to Cadillac, so we have a lot of doctors that use it. So it became like a bottleneck.
In the past 12 months, hospital employees said surgeons have performed 750 surgeries involving the Da Vinci. This second system doubles their capacity and will lessen wait times for patients who need surgery.
We're serving as much people as we can. Our goal is to keep patients closer to home, and we don't need to send them outside to get the care that they need.
Surgery residents are able to test out their skills on the machine with a series of tests. Although he already knew how to perform the surgeries, after about 100 uses of Da Vinci, Dr. Ayla Booney said something extraordinary happened.
You do not have the tactile sense, so you don't feel the tissue. Once you become proficient on the robot, your brain interprets the tissue movement as feelings, so it's part of you.
Cancer is something this doctor faces on a regular basis. He's hoping another robotic surgery system can help patients return to normalcy.
It's very scary to get a diagnosis of cancer, and I see it every day. Working together to get this patient back and tell them, hey, you are cured, there's nothing can beat that.
The staff at Cadillac gave Maddie a chance to try out the Da Vinci, and she says it's definitely tricky and that the hardest part was depth perception. Well, coming up in this week's Art Beat, we take a look at the remarkable life of Pendleton leatherworker Rod Rutherford. You don't want to miss that. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'll get you ready for this holiday weekend. A little bit of everything, but mostly sunshine. That's coming up next.
It's finals time, where what happens next lives on forever. This time is for all time.
From Camp K-View, this is Medically Speaking.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking was proud to take part in the Great American Flag Swap. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Rick's Fencing and Decking thanks you for joining us in honoring our veterans and all who serve.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
It's one of the world's largest dams, and it's on our own Columbia River.
Largest dam in North America, and we love it. Where else do you get to see that?
The Grand Coulee Dam.
Sun, beautiful, beautiful open spaces.
Fly the Northwest, Tuesday on Camp KVU Local News at 6.
Next Live, Sebastian Maniscalco at its Foodfluencer Friday.
My husband likes his face to sweat when he eats.
Watch face up. Today at 9 on Camp KVU.
E.T., followed by Extra, tonight at 7 on Camp KVU. Now, Camp KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. We have made it to the weekend. Some partly cloudy skies are greeting us this morning, and we do have the potential of seeing just a hint of shower activity. We're keeping an eye on one that's just to the northeast of Ellensburg, but still, on a whole, nice weekend is ahead. Quick thunderstorm or just storm possible next couple of days. Winds are remaining mild. Let's take a look at that radar, and this is what we're looking at. Little cell coming in from the north, and again, we're seeing a weather pattern. I'll show you. 3 low-pressure systems are causing the possibility of seeing just a little bit of thunderstorms coming in, and we're just keeping an eye on this cell just to the northeast of Ellensburg, and a little bit of shower activity in the mountains near Toppenish, a little bit more cloud coverage between Toppenish and Prosser. Current temperatures, we're warm, folks, mid to lower 50s, pretty much across the board, 47 for Ellensburg, so just a hint cooler there. So as we move along into our weekend, our weather patterns are staying very steady. Now this is for the Tri-Cities, so upper 80s pretty much from Saturday until Wednesday, bookended by 85 today and a week from yesterday. But we are looking at, for all of our areas, 80 degrees to mid 80s for the next at least weekend, about 10 degrees above our average. So very nice temperatures on the way. Nothing like those record-breaking temperatures we had last week and last Saturday. So 3 triple low pressure systems are keeping our areas, again, calm from winds, keeping very steady temperatures, but it is causing some shower activity possible. We're kind of right in the edge of the sphere of influence of these low pressure systems. So you'll see what I mean with, again, little cell this morning near Ellensburg. Little chances of shower activity into our evening hours for Yakima and Toppenish. A little bit tomorrow morning for the Blues, and then again another chance of it as we get to Saturday. But as we get to Sunday, things are going to finally start to just really level out, and again more sunshine. Even if showers are coming to your area, then not. Those showers should be very quick. So wind speeds, look at almost nominal in many of our areas, 0 in Tri-Cities. As we move into the weekend, again, around 10 mile per hour to light winds are expected. So maybe a breeze at times, but really nothing substantial. Your highs today, a little bit above where they have been. Lower 80s for Yakima, Toppenish, 78 for Ellensburg. As we move into the mid-Columbia, mid to lower 80s. And as we head over into the Blue Mountain region, finally getting the 80s as well. So the only spot in our regions just below 80 degrees, Natchez and Ellensburg. So 7-day forecast. And as we move into our weekend for Yakima, again, 30% chance of just a little bit of showers to thunderstorms today. Quick if they do come. We'll slowly warm up towards Sunday, and apex will be on Monday. But still, folks, just mid 80s for pretty much the week ahead. Overnight lows, mid 50s. In the Tri-Cities area, upper 80s by tomorrow, and we're going to stay there through Wednesday, and 20% chance of some shower activity today and tomorrow. Much more clear skies as we get into Sunday and Monday. So folks, overall, a nice Memorial Day weekend is on the way. Just going to get interrupted a bit by a quick shower or two, but they'll move along quite quickly if they come to your city. We'll keep an eye on that cell to the northeast of Ellensburg. Other than that, a nice morning is ahead.
If you get the chance to stop by Rod Rutherford's Saddlery and Cowboy Yard in Pendleton, Oregon, you may want to stop and chat a while with the owner. Rod Rutherford has been building saddles and other leather goods out of his current shop location on Southeast Court Avenue for almost 8 years. Equally as impressive as his artwork is his story.
If these saddles could talk, they would have a lot of stories to tell, and their creator has a few of his own. From riding bulls and bucking horses.
That was the first rodeo I'd entered in probably 20 years.
Playing football for Washington State University and professionally in the Canadian Football League.
Yeah.
These days, you'll find Rod Rutherford in his saddle shop in Pendleton, Oregon.
I don't foresee ever retiring because what do you do when you retire? You find a hobby that you like and you do your hobby. Well, that's what I do. I do my hobby for a living.
Rutherford started doing leather work in his mid-30s as a way to make some extra money at rodeos.
And then I just ended up learning to make saddles also, and once I did that, then I just opened up a business full-time and been doing it for 27 years.
And business has been good.
I don't advertise a penny, and I never catch up, so you can't complain about that.
But Rutherford has faced more than his fair share of challenges. His brother, Rick, was killed in a rodeo at age 17. And while Rutherford was at WSU, an accidental shooting nearly ended his football career.
That right there is what a bullet in your neck looks like. And so when the bullet hit me, everything dropped and I was totally paralyzed from the neck down.
Amazingly, his mobility returned, and the incident hasn't held him back.
I went back to riding bucking horses in my mid-50s and rode them till I was 60, and the last ride I made was in Buckeye, Arizona, and won the saddle bronc riding down there.
The fulfillment of a promise he made to his brother.
It was 45 years after I made the promise, and his football jersey number was 45. And I did it in 2019, and my football jersey number was 19. So I think I might have had a little help that day. And that's how we do that.
And as he works in his little shop in Pendleton, crafting original saddles and detailed leather artwork, lengthening belts and repairing holsters, he feels his brother's presence, still helping him succeed.
And Rod Rutherford isn't finished with the rodeo scene just yet. He tells me he's been hitting the gym, training hard for his next rodeo. If you're looking for something to do this Memorial Day weekend, head over to the Hermiston Raceway for a busy Saturday. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from Hermiston. Riley, how is the race shaping up this weekend?
Well, it's looking like it's going to be a full house this weekend for the 4th annual Duel in the Desert. Between 90 and 100 race teams are going to be in the pit starting tomorrow. Organizers say not only is there going to be a lot of fans out here in Hermiston, but also a lot of racers. I talked to Greg Walden, he's the track owner. He says there is a wide range of drivers who are taking on the track this weekend for a chance at a $5,000 prize.
It's a full field, everybody from the last Northwest Super Late Model racer that won last week, Casey Klein, very young, to the West Coast Motorsports Hall of Fame, Garrett Evans, who's well into his 60s and still competitive, and everybody in between.
Something I didn't know before going to my first car race, some of these drivers don't even have their driver's licenses yet. I'm talking 14, 15 years old. And according to some of the organizers that I've talked to, it's a lot of those teens who are really dominating the racetracks. Gates open at 4 p.m. and the lights turn green at 6 p.m. for the 4th annual Duel in the Desert. Coming up in about half an hour, Greg Walden explains how these events are keeping the Hermiston economy going. Live in Hermiston with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, before you get on the road this holiday weekend, we have a few things you should know before you fill up your gas tank.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. And with the lunch special starting as low as $10.49 for a 2-topping Pee-wee pizza and a medium drink, why go anywhere else? Delicious, mouth-watering food with only the freshest ingredients. It's lunchtime and I'm going to Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Tonight,
Congratulations on your Oscar.
a joyous and emotional celebration.
What was it like to hand that Oscar to your mom?
Asians in Hollywood have a lot to celebrate this year, for damn sure.
Tonight on ABC.
Craving Rock My World bowl flavors only Taco Time can deliver? Congratulations! Crushing your craving just got easier. Taco Time, online and on demand. Dream delivered. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is Taco Time.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard & Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Build your deck with PAR and get everyday low prices on Trex and TimberTech composite decking. But shop now and you'll get $100 off TimberTech, Trex, and AZEK railing and accessories with qualifying purchase. Visit par.com for details.
What are you gonna build?
Your son is right here. Can you please stand up?
From the hit television series on E! Entertainment.
He just said to me, "That's my mother." I just saw him lean down and kiss you.
Meet Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium, for a special evening of live psychic readings.
He says to me that here in this world, you are always on him and on him and on him and on him.
For more event and ticket information,
I really hope this helps you.
and to meet Matt Frazier, visit meetmattfrazier.com. Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, holiday travelers who haven't filled up their tanks yet can expect to pay a bit more at the pump. Gas prices almost always tick up in the days ahead of Memorial Day and well, really any holiday. But this year, things aren't that bad. According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of gas is only up 4 cents from last week. That's because even though demand is up, oil is still trading in the low 70s per barrel. As a matter of fact, today's average of $3.55 per gallon is 8 cents less than a month ago. It's more than $1 less than this time last year. All this as Memorial Day road trips are expected to be up 6% from 2022. Coming up, there are rumors in Washington that lawmakers may be nearing an agreement on a solution to the national debt limit. We have that next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
At Mattress Depot USA, we believe everyone is entitled to a good night's sleep regardless of their credit situation. That's why we're approving everyone for up to $1,200 towards the purchase of a new mattress with no credit needed. You spend a third of your life in bed, and a comfortable mattress is essential for providing quality of life. $3,000 credit, 100-day savings cash with no credit needed. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
I was 8 years old when I opened my account at Yakima Federal. Everybody in my family banks at Yakima Federal. They went above and beyond to help me, not only as a customer, but as a person. I'm breezy. I'm somebody that they care about. Yakima Federal is my home. It's where I belong. It's where I feel safe and valued. My name is Breezy. I have been a customer of Yakima Federal for 36 years.
The Memorial Day savings are on now, this week at Walker's Furniture, with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands, where you can save more and get more for your home, or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase and no down payment required.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish new sectionals, and quality new dining sets all on sale.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less.
It's a celebration of Merlot this summer in Walla Walla, July 13th through the 15th. Join more than 50 Walla Walla wineries for Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium Merlots during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Participate in this full sensory experience from July 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
When you do interviews like this, you always wonder what it's going to be like looking into the eyes of a killer. But Wendy doesn't look or act like any of the killers I've talked to. Why did you decide to do this network interview?
2020, tonight on ABC.
Live with Kelly and Mark, today at 9 on Cap KView.
While the deadline for a solution on the nation's debt limit is looming, there are rumors out of D.C. that lawmakers are getting closer to a deal. And after a fatality during the infamous Hell Week, the United States Navy is overhauling part of its SEAL training program.
Yeah, we kick off your Memorial Day weekend with a nice Friday ahead, but a possible quick shower popping up. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
From Cap KView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine, and it's a bit of a drought of holidays in March, April.
Yeah.
And we finally get to the end of, we have Mother's Day, but that's on a Sunday. So it's just kind of nice to get a official 3-day weekend for many folks. And folks, we're finally here. Unofficial start to summer. How are you? You have anything planned for the weekend?
We have a lot of family out. My husband's family is out, so we're going to be Just taking in the Tri-Cities, and yeah, they're going to be tourists for the weekend. Yes.
Excellent. All right, well, let's take a look outside. Let's get your family and everybody's family ready for their weekend. Folks, we do have some partly cloudy skies this morning, a little bit more cloud coverage than we have seen in a bit, so do prepare for that. And we do have a slight chance of a little bit of shower activity. We're keeping an eye on a bit of an electrical storm that is just to the northeast of Ellensburg, slowly starting to dissipate, but I'm curious if it's going to be actually making it to Ellensburg. We do have a 30% chance of seeing a little bit of thunder and lightning for Ellensburg, Yakima, and Toppenish today, so we'll continue to keep a close eye on that. For our day today, again, 30% chance in the early afternoon to early evening of just a little bit of a spritz. But as you can see this morning, we expect mostly sunny skies. We're going to see plenty of sunshine. If we do see those showers come in, it'll be quick. Mostly sunny skies for the Tri-Cities. Again, a little bit of cloud coverage here and there. Mid 80s, and we're in the mid to lower 80s for almost all of our areas, save for Ellensburg. So get ready for a fine Friday. Again, today and tomorrow, we could be interrupted by a quick thunderstorm or two. I'll get to that in my full forecast that's coming up. But for right now, I'm going to send it back to Jill.
Congress has left Washington for the Memorial Day weekend with time running out to raise the nation's debt ceiling. This morning, there are indications a deal is in the works. ABC's Lindsay Watts has the latest from the nation's capital.
President Biden is attempting to reassure Americans the slow-moving debt ceiling talks are headed in the right direction.
They've all agreed there will be no default. And it's time for Congress to act now. The only way to move forward is with a bipartisan agreement.
But top Republican negotiators say they're not there yet.
We have still fundamental disagreements we have to resolve.
This morning, multiple reports say that a deal is taking shape, one that would raise the debt limit for 2 years with some caps on federal spending unrelated to the military or veterans. The potential deal would also spare most domestic programs from significant cuts. Negotiators now have less than a week to cement a final deal and get a bill through Congress.
We're being held hostage, yeah.
Anxiety remains among those who would be most impacted by the projected June 1st default.
Obligations are obligations. I'm responsible for mine. The government should be responsible for theirs.
People with disabilities, seniors, and veterans would be the first to suffer if federal assistance payments are halted.
If that gets taken away, it is going to be catastrophic.
Without Social Security and SNAP, not only would we be homeless, my goodness, we wouldn't have money to buy food with.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has promised members 3 days to read the final debt ceiling deal, so that time also needs to be factored into any agreement reached. Lawmakers will take this down to the wire. The U.S. Navy is overhauling how a part of its brutal training course known as Hell Week is monitored. After an investigation into the February 2022 death of Navy SEAL candidate Kyle Mullen, the Navy found inadequate medical screening and uninformed medical staff contributed to his death. Mullen had just completed Hell Week when he underwent a final medical check, then went to rest at his barracks. He was pronounced dead hours later. The investigation found he had suffered respiratory issues during training, but that information was not passed on to the Navy's medical clinic. Now, the Navy requires medical screenings every 24 hours. Candidates must recover from the course at a center close to the medical clinic, and a medical officer must be on site to evaluate candidates as they go through the course. Navy officials say additional accountability measures are also necessary. Right now, they're considering taking action against at least 10 people. And the training and selection course is designed to push Navy SEAL candidates to the limit and beyond, ensuring that only the most qualified and capable will finish. But Navy officials say there must still be effective risk management to prevent injuries and illness. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, a little bit of cloud coverage this morning, but some sunshine as well. We do have a chance of some quick showerlets today and tomorrow, but mostly sunny skies for your Memorial Day weekend. I'll get you ready for that. My full forecast coming right up.
Plus, a breakthrough in neurological technology has allowed a paralyzed man to walk again.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
When great food meets delivery, people just smile. Taste and See Deli in Yakima offers delicious catering that's home-cooked like family. And whether you need a dozen box lunches or 100 breakfast burritos, we've got you covered. Give us a call or stop by. Taste and See Deli.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff at $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
It's the Walker's Furniture and Mattress Holiday Sale, where you can save more and get more on the new Serta iComfort Eco and Beautyrest Black Hybrid mattresses. Or get special 5 years no interest financing with no money down, including big savings on Purple. And get more, like up to $300 in free furniture and a $100 gift card with purchase.
Today through this Monday at Walker's.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's one of the world's largest dams, and it's on our own Columbia River.
Largest dam in North America, and we love it. Where else do you get to see that?
The Grand Coulee Dam.
Sun, beautiful, beautiful open spaces.
Fly the Northwest, Tuesday on Cap KVU Local News at 6.
Next live, Sebastian Maniscalco at its Foodfluencer Friday.
My husband likes his face to sweat when he eats.
Today at 9 on Cap KVU.
More than a decade after a tragic motorbike accident left him paralyzed, a Dutch man is learning to walk again thanks to a breakthrough in neurological technology.
This is good news. Gert-Jan Oaksam's recovery was tracked in the medical journal Nature, outlining how he regained the full use of his legs and arms. A team of experts implanted a brain-spine interface into his body, creating a direct link between the two body parts.
The device tracks the brain's intentions to move, then transmits them to an external device which stimulates muscles. Oskam says he can walk just over 300 feet using the device, but still requires help to perform some activities. He says he always believed he'd be walking again, and now he's doing it. That is so incredible, the way that it can translate your thoughts into muscle movement.
Well, muscle movements are electric impulses, and again, we were talking about AI and how dangerous AI is in computers. This is one form where it is fantastic. It gives hopes to quadriplegics everywhere, and we're so happy it's working out, and hopefully it will continue and get better and better.
Many more people hopefully can be helped by this.
100%. Quick look outside, everyone. I'm going to let you know how your holiday weekend is stacking up in my first alert weather forecast. That is next on Good Morning Northwest.
And we'll check in with Riley Fitzgerald one last time from Hermiston to tell us the impact the Raceway's Duel in the Desert has on the local economy. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
During our Patriot Sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot Sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Craving Rock My World bowl flavors only Taco Time can deliver? Congratulations! Crushing your craving just got easier. Taco Time, online and on demand. Dream delivered. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome to the Spectrum Lab, where we're bringing you the best in connectivity with Spectrum One.
Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999.
Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation, so you always have the speed you need for all your connected devices. This guy gets it.
Advanced Wi-Fi comes with state-of-the-art security and privacy, which automatically blocks online threats on all your devices. If it's connected, it's protected.
Plus, Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data on a reliable nationwide network.
At Spectrum, we're always working to bring you better ways to connect.
You think they noticed the orb? I think so. Get Spectrum One with Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, plus your first line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, free for 12 months. Call 833-823-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or Spectrum Store today.
You deserve a great mattress. Get one now with no credit needed for just $39 down and 100 days same as cash. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day today, or a wonderful morning, and hope you have a wonderful weekend planned. We do have some partly cloudy skies this morning, but some blue sky as well, and we have a nice weekend ahead on the most part. But we could see a quick thunderstorm, very possible, especially Yakima, Ellensburg areas. We're actually tracking a little bit of a cell right now to the northeast of Ellensburg. I'll get to that, well, right now. Here is that cell starting to dissipate before it gets into the Kittitas Valley area. It is leaving behind a little bit of thunder and lightning well to the north of Moses Lake. So we're keeping a close eye on that, but it does look to be dissipating as it's getting close. But we do have a 30% chance of a little bit of shower activity for Ellensburg, Yakima, and Toppenish, a 20% chance for the Mid-Columbia. But we're going to see more sunshine than really anything today. Again, yesterday we saw some haze, but still that mostly sunny skies. Right now we're very warm this morning, mid to upper to lower 50s across the board. Hot spot is Hanford at 59, 48 for Ellensburg. So a very warm morning, probably the warmest morning we've had this week. As we head into our weekend, we're going to slightly warm up. We are above our average today, but nothing like those record-breaking temperatures for some of our cities that we had last week and Saturday at this time. For this week, we're just going to be looking at a very steady weather pattern. We are going to be, for the Tri-Cities, upper 80s starting tomorrow through Wednesday of next week, and just very steady. We're going to be looking at pretty much light winds as well. Now, what's causing this is this low pressure system, a triumvirate of low pressure systems, keeping the northwest pretty calm, but also we're just in a bit of its influence for precipitation, bringing it in from kind of Montana, from Idaho. So let's take a look at our futurecast, and we just have little bits of shower activity coming in near our areas or through our areas. So a 30% chance of just seeing a little hint of it in Yakima, Toppenish. Then tomorrow afternoon, yet again, we could see a quick spritz for many of our areas. Sunday, though, we should be starting to clear up and looking much nicer. But don't get me wrong, we're going to see more sunshine than not today and tomorrow. But again, we could be interrupted by a quick little showerlet or two. Let's take a look at our winds, and winds are light right now. I skipped right past it. Let's see if I can get back to it. There we go. And we're even seeing nominal winds in the Tri-Cities. So as we head into our weekend, we could see a little bit 10 mile per hour or so to light winds expected. But again, this is a result of this calm weather pattern we're entering and going to be stuck in for the next couple of days. In the lovely Yakima Valley, a touch warmer today, lower 80s, 78 for Ellensburg. In the mid-Columbia, we're in the mid to lower 80s, and in the Blue Mountain region, finally, lower 80s. So 80s across the board, save for Ellensburg. 7-day forecast, 30% chance of a quick interruption by a thunderstorm. Other than that, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Going to rise up to 87 by Memorial Day itself. And folks, really mid 80s Saturday through next week. In the Tri-Cities area, upper 80s starting tomorrow through Wednesday. And again, much more sunshine as we head into Sunday and Monday. So we have a 20% chance of a little bit. Again, it'll be a showerlet if it comes, very quick if it comes as well, but it is a possibility. Other than that, a very nice Memorial Day weekend is on the way. I hope you and your family enjoy.
If you're looking for something to do this Memorial Day weekend, head over to the Hermiston Raceway for a busy Saturday. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from Hermiston. Riley, you say not only is it going to be a lot of fun, but it's also a great boost for local tourism.
Yes, Jill, that is right. Not only is it going to be a lot of fun, I will say that if you haven't watched race car driving before, it is so much fun. There's fast cars. If you're sitting in the first couple of rows, you may get some dirt around you. And if you don't like the loud noises, earplugs are not a bad idea. But after that, it is just exciting. Also exciting how many people come to town to race or watch the races. Greg Walden, track owner, explains how these events at the Raceway keep the Hermiston economy going.
This race in particular, well, there's probably 5 of them that bring a lot of outside tourists or tourist dollars to the area. And we fill up the hotels in the area and really do. It's a large contributor to the economy this weekend. We're probably, other than the rodeo, the Farm City Rodeo is obviously huge. We're probably next as far as how many tourists we bring to this area.
Gates open at 4 p.m. and the lights turn green right at 6 o'clock for the Duel in the Desert. Later today, you can find all the information on tickets and anything else you need to know on our website, yaktrinews.com. Live in Hermiston with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Rip Current, close call.
Because it just happened so fast.
All of a sudden, for Brandon and Jessica Smith, their 3 small children and other family members, almost their entire family, swept out to sea. It was a rip current. And this morning, they're speaking out to GMA.
The 4 kids and my mom was out there. And then all of a sudden, they started to get a little too far. I looked at Brandon and I was like, they're out too far. They're getting too far. We need to start calling them in. The next thing I know, Brandon is handing me his hat and his sunglasses and going into the water to get them.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you how the successful rescue unfolded, and then we're going into the water.
You start to exhaust yourself, and that's when it's harder to stay above water.
To show you the life-saving tips to survive a rip current. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News.
Ready to feel what it's like when you can do more with less asthma? It's possible with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Are you in? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. Criminals have been targeting the Pasco Little League fields. Board members say earlier this week they discovered the concession stand behind Walters Field had been broken into and stripped of electrical wiring. The league took over the lease of Walters Field in hopes of revitalizing the area and supporting the seniors division. That's ages 13 to 16. They were already facing a big bill to renovate the stand, and now they have to worry about a broken fence, electrical wiring, and a broken AC unit. Yesterday, Kennewick police arrested a 15-year-old in connection with a shooting that left a man injured earlier this month. The shooting happened on West 25th Avenue nearly 3 weeks ago. Investigators say they identified the teen suspect and found out he was due in court yesterday for an unrelated hearing. They arrested him for first-degree assault, but say the investigation is still active and more arrests may be coming. And Kennewick police arrested another teen yesterday who was allegedly seen firing a gun from a vehicle in the parking lot of an apartment complex on West 10th Avenue Wednesday morning. Police say there was also probable cause to arrest the 16-year-old for a drive-by shooting that happened in February. He was booked into the Benton Franklin Juvenile Justice Center for drive-by shooting and an unrelated arrest warrant. A national operation has led to finding 225 endangered missing children across the country in just 10 weeks. A joint effort between the U.S. Marshals Service, U.S. Attorney's Office, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. 85% of the cases involved endangered runaways, 9% involved family abductions, and about 40 of the cases involved allegations of sex trafficking. 16 of the children found were from Eastern Washington. Lawmakers in Congress advanced a proposal that would change the way fentanyl is regulated in the United States. The HALT Fentanyl Act would permanently classify all fentanyl-type drugs as Schedule I, which according to the DEA means they have no currently accepted medical use and high potential for abuse. Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rodgers told lawmakers fentanyl should be placed under the tightest restrictions. The Franklin County Auditor's Office is issuing a special filing period after a lack of interest in running for city government. The special filing period will be May 30th through June 1st. People hoping to run for open positions in Franklin County will need to file a declaration of candidacy form, either online or in person, at the Auditor's Office between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. And the open positions and a link to, you can find the open positions and a link to file at yaktrynews.com. The Yakima County Coroner's Office got a new X-ray machine to help them collect evidence during autopsies. Before, they were contracting with a portable X-ray company, but scheduling them to come in was difficult, and the county had to pay for those services. Now they'll be able to have it on hand to use whenever they need it. The coroner says it'll save the county $10,000 to $15,000 per year and make collecting evidence during future autopsies easier and more efficient.
Folks, welcome to your Memorial Day weekend. We do have partly cloudy skies this morning, and folks, we could see just a hint of shower activity coming on in, especially Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish. Seeing a little bit of a cell to the northeast, including some thunder and lightning, starting to dissipate before it gets to Ellensburg. So keep an eye out for that, but we do expect it to be very light if it does come to your area. Current temperatures, we are warm, 60 already in Yakima, 48 in Ellensburg. Other than that, we're in the upper to lower 50s. Very warm this morning. And our temperatures, we're going to level out over our weekend, increasing a little bit from today. All of our areas will see 80-degree temperatures starting tomorrow, if not today. Should be a very nice and calm weekend ahead. Light winds are expected as well. We're seeing light winds already this morning, and that will continue. For our highs today, we're in the lower 80s for the Yakima Valley, 78 for Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, right around the mid to lower 80s. And in the Blue Mountain region, we're in the 80s as well. 82 Walla Walla, 80 for Pendleton. So folks, we could see just a hint of shower activity, 30% in the Yakima Valley, 20% in the mid-Columbia. That goes for tomorrow as well, but much clearer as we get to Sunday and Monday. Still, overall, a great Memorial Day weekend is on the way. Jill.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Cap KVU Local News is back tonight at 5.